Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation from a-sabad-a-day continues. This Shabad is Asa Kar Chautha, Mahalla Pehla. Kar Chautha pertaining to the beat in which the Shabad is to be sung. And this is the 33rd Shabad in this collection under the heading Asa. The recitation. Ik onkar Satguru Prasad Devatia Darsan Kaitai Dukh Bukh Teerath Kiye Jogi Jati Jugat Mein Rehte Kar Kar Pagve Pekh Pae Tau Karne Sahiba Range Ratte Tere naam anekan roop ananta ਕਹਿਣ ਨਾ ਜਾਹੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਗੁਣ ਕੀਤੇ ਰਹਾਓ ਦਰ ਘਰ ਮਹਿਲਾ ਹਸਤੀ ਕੋੜੇ ਛੋਡੀ ਵਿਲਾਇਤ ਦੇਸ ਗਏ ਪੀਰ ਪੈਗੰਬਰ ਸਾਲਕ ਸਾਦਕ ਛੋਡੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਥਾਏ ਪਏ ਸਾਧ ਸਹਿਜ ਸੁਖ ਰਸ ਕਸ ਤਜੀਲੇ ਕਾਪੜ ਛੋਡੇ ਚੰਮੜ ਲੀਏ ਦੁਖੀਏ ਦਰਦਵੰਦ ਦਰ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਮੇ ਰਤੇ ਦਰਵੇਸ਼ ਭਏ ਖੱਲੜੀ ਖਪਰੀ ਲੱਕੜੀ ਚਮੜੀ ਸਿਖਾ ਸੂਤ ਧੋਤੀ ਕਿਨਹੀ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਂਗੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਣਵੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਾਤੀ ਕੈਸੀ Guru Nanak, commenting on the various forms of seeking, the different methods of those who are imbued in love of the beloved Creator. So the passage speaks or describes the motivation, the different forms that the motivation takes on, and then tells us how he approaches the beloved or union with the beloved, what his method is, in contrast to what he sees around him. So, Devatia Darsan Kaitai. Devatia literally means shining. Deva, the shining one, and commonly is used for gods, goddesses, deities. But here it comes with Devatia Darsan. Darsan is one of those terms that is used quite loosely. It means vision, to see something, especially something sacred. It also means philosophy. So Devatia Darsan Kaitai because of. Here's the motivation. So the motivation is to get an enlightened vision. Enlightenment is what we are seeking. So the Guru says, Devatia Darsan Kaitai, because of that motivation, Dukh Bukh Teerath Kiye. So in hopes of finding enlightenment, many of us endure the discomfort and hunger of making a pilgrimage, because pilgrimages were not easy, was not an easy trek. It still isn't. And you have to endure a good bit of discomfort You could also read this particular line to mean that we endure hardships, we endure discomfort, and we endure hunger, and we go on pilgrimages. The same idea. So the motivation is Devatia Darsan ke tain, for enlightenment. We endure all of this. And then he mentions the yogis. Jogi jati jugat mein rehte kar kar bhagave pekh bhai. The yogi wanders around in saffron robes and practices self-denial. His method is self-denial. Yogi jati jugat mein rehte. Jati means to restrain the sentences, and jugat is the method. Mein rehte, that is their method. Kar kar bhagave pekh bhai, and they wander around wearing ochre robes. And so the Guru's main message is, Tau karne sahiba, he addresses the beloved, he addresses the Creator as Sahiba, my master, Rangaratte. All of these people are imbued with a longing for you. That is why they have adopted these different methods. But तेरे नाम अनेकां रूप अनंता कहन ना जाहीं तेरे गुण केते. Your attributive names, in other words, by which you are known, since you are ultimately unknowable, are many. Tere naam aneka, this diversity, roop ananta, forms, even though you're formless. All forms take shape out of you. And it is difficult to say how numerous your qualities are. In other words, you remain inaccessible in certain ways. And then he reverts back in the second pada to the different methods. What happens? People renounce the world. Dargar mehla, hasti kode chodi, vilayat des gaye. Vilayat des, a foreign land. Dargar mehli, abandoning your homes and palaces. Mahal, it's all synonymous with homes. So you're leaving your homes, you give up your assets and possessions. Hasti kode chod. And then you venture out to foreign lands. Vilayat des gaye. He's speaking about seekers will do all of this. And he includes in them Peer Pegambar Salik Sadik Chodi Duniya Thai Pahe. Renunciation. Peer, spiritual guide. Pegambar, messengers, prophets. Salik, travelers on this mystical path. Sadik, the faithful. So they're all faithful, they're seekers, they're spiritual guides, and they all seek to renounce the world in search of the Creator. And not only that, but many have denied themselves the pleasure of taste, of material comforts and finery. Sad sehaj sukh raskas tajiyale. Kapad chod chammad liye. Kapad chod. They have given up wearing clothes made out of cotton or linen. Instead, they've taken to wearing leather skin. This is a mark of renunciation. Dukhiye dard vand dar tere. They're filled with pain. Dar tere, at your door. But they're imbued with love for you. And he concludes by extending this third passage by saying, Khalladi, Khapari, Lakkadi, Chamri, Sikha Sut Toti Kinhi. Now he's talking about the yogis again that he mentioned in the first pada. Kalari means animal skin, a hide. Kapari is a begging bowl. Lakadi is a wooden staff. Sikha is to hold the hair in a tuft. Sut, a thread, the sacred thread, and a loincloth, Toti. All of these symbolic of the yogi because they adopt various garbs, the wearing of animal skin, the carrying of a begging bowl, wearing of sacred thread, and the loincloth. So all of this are signs of wandering yogis. So the Guru is actually focusing on people who are filled with longing and are searching, but they are searching by renouncing the world. And now the Guru says, this is how I have searched and found. Tu Sahib, you are the master. How Sangi Tera, Sangi, Sang Lana means to imitate. I imitate you. Pranave Nanak Jat Kaisi. Jat, I make no distinctions of caste. I simply imitate you. And how do you imitate? Let's go to the Rahau, where he says, Tere naam aneka roop ananta kehn na jahi tere gun kete. I imitate you by cultivating your qualities. That is the difference. You do not have to renounce the world. You do not have to give up your possessions. You don't have to deny yourself the taste of good things. What you have to do is to cultivate qualities, divine qualities within you. And Gurbani gives you that knowledge. It shows you how to cultivate these qualities and what these qualities are. So the bedrock of those qualities is contentment and acceptance of the way things are. So you're encouraged to engage with Gurbani, to establish a relationship with Gurbani so that you can in turn cultivate these qualities and don't have to run away from anything. On that note, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.